Good evening and welcome to Noster High School as Carrollton is in town for the second time this week, with the boys being in town tonight after the girls team was here last night. I'm Michael Coron. I'm alongside Xander Rao, and later on tonight we should have Zachariah Shire back on the camera, but right now we've got Allison Brizendine up on the calendar for us, the camera for us here tonight.
Hello, Michael, and what a beautiful night for boys basketball. As of last Friday, they are 1-0 at home, just like the girls who are 5-0 at home. So it looks like we are starting to have a little momentum at home.
Yeah, definitely Noster likes playing at home. Reminder that you can also follow along the game action tonight on Twitter, as the Noster High School Sports Marketing Team is also live at the game and they are tweeting out the action. Before we get started tonight, let's just thank our sponsors for all that they do for us. Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning, B&G Scoops, Ready Set Grow Daycare, Dutch Country Market, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us, Sonic, Rockin' Sports, Ace Hardware, Subway, Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco, Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Snobs, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, the Little Clubhouse, and Brooks Forest. We're underway here. Iverson Jerome immediately takes it into the basket. He's going to get charged with an offensive foul there, saying that he lowered his shoulder and extended his arm out to be able to make that layup. So the basket will not count, and that's going to be Iverson's first, team's first. Once again, conference matchup here as we look at tonight's game.
My daughter's running at UCM, first home indoor meet. Her last event was at 9:45.
Back in action here. We may have a little break there due to some technical difficulties. Nice pass there by Iverson Jerome. Over to Anthony Lopez, just lucky, a little bit long on that layup. And we've got number 3, Cedar Metz, there for the Carrollton Trojans. Cedar's one that they'll have to watch out. He's got some good range there for the Trojans. Noster looks like they know that action as well. Good help side defense. Closeout there by Wyatt Schreiner. Three-pointer, though, is good from number 35, Cade Harris. Trojans up 3-0 here. And Iverson throws it away into the stands. Right over there into the visiting section of the Carrollton Trojans.
It looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication between Panthers there.
Yeah, Schreiner and Iverson there definitely not on the same page. There's Metz there taking that three, just a little bit short on it. Watching him in warm-up, so he is comfortable at just about any range there. Multiple shooters out on the floor for the Trojans. Iverson brings it up for the Noster Panthers into the hands of Elwell. Now reverse back over to Lopez from Schreiner. Lopez answers with his own three, ties it up 3-3 here at home for the Noster Panthers.
Another great three with good aim and good balance on that shot by number 12, Anthony Lopez.
Nice hustle there by Lane Elwell. Great to have Lane Elwell back. Xander, we know that he's been out. He's had that boot on his foot for the longest time with that sprained ankle. His first action back, and he immediately hits the floor going after that ball. We see the hustle. He's chomping at the bit to be able to get back in here. Noster calls a quick timeout here, just a 30-second timeout, tied up, but that's going to give them the ball on the side. Good timeout there by Baker, and even better hustle by Lane Elwell.
Yeah, you can just tell that Lane Elwell is very excited to get back on this court because, just as you said, he's had that boot on his leg for a very long time, and I think he's very excited to come out here and play for tonight.
Schreiner to throw it in on the sideline for the Panthers. Iverson Jerome to bring the ball back up the floor. It's like almost a baseline flat set for the Noster Panthers. Iverson Jerome penetrates all the way down. Iverson now dishes off to Elwell, and Schreiner takes it in. Good defense there by Luke Davis, the big for the Trojans. Just gets straight up, disrupts the shot just enough. Now he posts up on Caleb Mitchell. Mitchell with a hand down upon him. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
It is always good to have that height on your team because he can pretty much catch anything if he can. Because he's pretty much taller than anyone else on this court.
Quick post move, turned to the baseline, found himself in just a little bit of an odd angle. I think Caleb didn't realize where he was. He probably would have went more straight up had he known that Davis was that far under. But here Davis on his second misses the first and misses the second as well. Score's going to remain at 3-3. You know, Noster's locking that one away for the future if they've got to be able to come down to some fouls at the end of the game. Iverson through Schreiner. Now over to Mitchell. Mitchell with a nice penetration in. Takes it right at Davis. Mitchell with a nice little layup. Lays it just over the rim. Gives Noster a 2-point lead at 5-3.
It's always good for 2 points instead of 3. He could have obviously kicked it back outside for a 3, but he decided to go for the layup instead.
Yeah, quick hands there by Anthony Lopez. They are saying that Bryce touched it on his side and then took it back over to the opposite side. So an over and back for the Trojans. A little turnover there. Now Iverson Jerome to bring it up. Penetrates through. Davis pushes it up. A little bit of talking there between Gage Fitzpatrick and Lopez. And Gage does not see the ball being passed forward to him. Lopez able to take it. Now Noster back on offense and going to be given up to back up to the Trojans as Lane Elwell was unable to keep his dribbles. He penetrated through that lane.
A little bit of miss ball handling, and we just kind of let go of the ball.
Hoping that we're not in a turnover battle here. You see the quick hands there of Iverson Jerome. No switch there. Lopez slides underneath that screen. Now guarding. Nice rebound on the offside by Jerome. Quickly brought up the floor. Brought through Elwell. Now back up to Lopez. Stutter step. Floater in the lane. Just off. Nice rebound there by number 35, Cade Harris. Beautiful dish off there by Cedar Metz into the hands of Luke Davis. Davis lays it off, puts it in, ties it up here 5-5. Just good penetration there by Metz to be able to give it off to the big, and then just an easy, non-guarded layup for him right underneath as he puts it in.
It looks kind of easy for Luke Davis because of his height. He can just put it up there and it'll go in. Lopez
spots up for another three-pointer. Say it's off the Trojans here. Going to go right back to the Noster Panthers. Checking into the game for them will be Tim Williams, stepping in on the offensive side. Sub checking in for the Trojans is number 2, Trenton Bennett. Lopez now over to Mitchell. Mitchell not afraid to take that shot there, Xander. I'm kind of surprised that they're laying off of him as much as they can. Wyatt Schreiner comes in. They try to sell it. Rebound there by Davis. Metz for 3. Nice box out there by Caleb Mitchell. Keeping the big off, keeping them isolated down to one shot and one shot only. Now Noster comes back on offense.
That was good defense there with the box out. Of course, very good strategy against people inside the paint. And that time it worked out for him.
And there is that shot we were just talking about. Davis not really respecting Caleb Mitchell's range. Mitchell steps out there, takes the baseline 3. That 3 set up there by Gage Fitzpatrick. Rebound coming out for the Trojans. Now Metz at the top for Carrollton. Extended man-to-man, good help side there by Caleb Mitchell. Fed inside to Trayton Bennett. Quick hands there by Gage Fitzpatrick. Ball swings all the way around over to Iverson Jerome. Now back up top to Wyatt Schreiner. Penetrates through, and now Caleb Mitchell on the drive. quickly throws it up, just short on the layup, trying to lay it over the top of the rim instead of using that backboard. I think he had good position to be able to use the backboard. Like to see him use it right there just to help him be able to get a little bit more secure shot. Tim Williams coming up with a steal after good pressure there by Iverson Cerrone. Foul's going to go against number 4, Gage Fitzpatrick.
It looks like Iverson Cerrone was trying to have quick hands and try to knock it out. Eventually he did, and Tim Williams finally got it, and the foul was called.
Yeah, Cerrone all over Metz. Out of the short corner, there was Mitchell. Now back to him at the three-point line. Beautiful curl there by Anthony Lopez. Just coming over the top. Nice assist there by Caleb Mitchell. He saw him right there at the elbow. There's nice quick hands there by Iverson Cerrone. He comes in, pulls the ball back, goes up for the layup. The foul's going to go against Metz. Put Iverson on the line for 2.
That was good for Anthony Lopez because the paint was wide open because people were blocking other people and all that.
Beautiful curl from him at the top on that last layup. Iverson makes his first, set up for his second. Nothing but net on both of those. Iverson very comfortable at the free throw line. Now set up his defense for Metz. Looking to get those quick hands. Tip from behind from him as well. Creighton kicks out to Fitzpatrick. Now back up to the top of the key for Cade Harris. Back to Fitzpatrick, looking into Trojans. Trojans with just a nice power move, trying to be able to get through there. Tim Williams on the defense there. Nice pass over there by Cade Harris to find Trayton Bennett. Bennett once again just there all by himself, lays it in, cuts the lead down to 2.
As we saw last week, of course, Iverson Cerrone looks so calm at that free throw line, and it looks like he's back in that focus tonight.
Say it's a tie-up, and on the alternating possession for the jump ball, it's going to go right back to the Carrollton Trojans. Metz to bring it up. Iverson Cerrone to meet him right there at half court. Metz wants no part of that as he passes it off quickly. Fitzpatrick on the side. Back up to Bennett. Bennett at the top of the key. Through Harris. Now back to Fitzpatrick. Into the big Davis. Davis double team. Nice closeout there by Tim Williams to be able to stop Gage Fitzpatrick from shooting that 3. Wyatt Schreiner there on the defense. Slides underneath that screen. Little dribble drive. Tries to lay it off, but Anthony Lopez with the steal. Lopez unable to convert, gets his own rebound as he strips it back over there. Lopez from the corner now, passes it up through Williams into Schreiner. There's Lopez on that same corner, was looking to get it right back to Wyatt Schreiner, but Schreiner thought he was going to have to go over to the other side. Traditionally on that dribble drive, that person is basically to locate over to the opposite side once you break that midline. Both teams running a very similar offense here against these man-to-man Ds.
Another miscommunication for the Panthers there, and both with Schreiner in them.
That time Schreiner with some great help side defense. Iverson knew that he didn't have much time on the clock, but just did not have enough time to be able to come in for that layup. And want to let you know that we are back to full strength here as we've got the dream team ready here. Zachariah Schreier back on the camera. Back, Zachariah. Got a little something for you in the bag there for you to enjoy tonight as well. So Xander on the call, Zachariah back on the camera. We're getting set for our second quarter. Now Noster leads this one by 2 to start this quarter, 9-7.
And it's been a very fast-paced quarter for both teams because, as you said earlier, it looks like both the offenses are running, but now Noster getting a little bit more luck knocking those shots down.
Yeah, hopefully we can still continue to see some of those nice curls off of the top. Lopez with 2 great opportunities using that same offense as he comes off there. Fed in there once by Caleb Mitchell with just a nice layup to be able to give us there. Keep your eye on Iverson Cerrone here, defensively and offensively in this corner. He steps out here to bring the ball up the floor here to start the second quarter for the Panthers.
Of course, looks like on defense, Iverson was having some quick hands, knocking the ball out a couple times in that first quarter too.
He and Lopez taking the top of that defense, and both of them doing a great job. There's Lopez off a feed from Williams, just short on that shot for three. Davis with the rebound, and Metz to bring it up for the Trojans. Just powering it in there, Luke Davis, just almost tempting Mitchell to come up and try to guard him. Knowing that his size is an advantage there, he took it right to the rim. Speaking of taking it to the rim, Iverson Cerrone there takes it right to the rim. Lots of contact there, but no call. From the corner, now Bryce Iserud. Lopez on the rebound, brings it up for the Panthers. Wyatt Schreiner now taking it in. Up at the top of the key for Iverson Cerrone. Lopez with a spin move underneath. Luke Davis blocks that, but got right back by Lopez. Little baby hook there by Caleb Mitchell. He's going to draw the foul on Luke Davis, and I believe that's going to be Luke's first and the team's third foul. Actually, that is going to be Davis's second foul. So just like last night with the girls, their bigs got into foul trouble early. Luke not in quite as much of a danger as they had 3 in the first quarter. He's got 2, as we said here, for this quarter. Wyatt Schreiner fights in for that offensive rebound, ties it up, and the ball is going to go back to the Trojans. Nice hustle there by Schreiner, and the alternating possession arrow is going to switch, but the Trojans will remain on offense.
As we saw last Friday, Caleb, he liked to do that little hook layup, and it seems to be working out for him all the time.
There's Metz showing that range that we saw with him warming up. A little bit of a quick closeout on the other three-point shooter, but just reversed over, and the ball was kicked over to Metz. Metz with his feet set, ready to shoot. He lays it in, or shoots the three, puts it in, gives the lead of 2 to the Trojans, 12-10. Luke Davis now to sit the big for the Trojans. Stepping in for him is number 24, Houston Varner. Varner got some good size to him. He goes to the top to set the screen. Varner immediately making his presence known with that offensive rebound. Iverson Cerrone saves it into Schreiner, who lays it off to Lopez.
A smart play by saving that for Iverson as the ball was going out and giving his team another possession to score.
Lopez at the top of the key, step back 3 for him, and it's good. Nothing but net on that one, gives Noster the lead back, 13-12. So a couple of lead changes here in the second to start us off. And we're not even 3 minutes into this. Metz from the baseline. Long on that shot goes to Wyatt Schreiner. Schreiner into Cerrone. Cerrone now up to Elwell. Elwell sees a little bit of daylight ahead of him. Kicks over to Mitchell on the baseline for 3. That's good. Xander, that's the range that we were talking about. He missed the first one. They didn't close out enough on him. They didn't respect him out there. This time he makes them pay. 16-12 goes to the Noster Panthers.
That was a very good shot by Caleb. Very balanced, very well-aimed shot. And it worked out for him as it went in for their second 3 in a row.
Lopez on the rebound, dishes over to Elwell. Attacks straight to the basket as he saw that he pretty much had one-on-one there with Houston Varner. Varner gets called for the foul. It's going to be his first, team's 5th foul. 4:49 here left in this half. Lane Elwell at the line shooting 2. Elwell just as comfortable at the line as Cerrone. Elwell's up there. He sinks the first. He's got the second here. 5-point lead for the Panthers, 17-12.
Davis comes in for Bryce Isaac.
Williams going to jump back in to the game. Elwell going to get a little bit of break after those 2 free throws. Jason Jackson guarding on the inside. Honestly looked like that Houston Varner had an easy lane to the basket there as Jackson had found himself on the wrong side. Nice box out there by Jackson to keep Varner off, and Lopez from one end to the other. Timeout coming for the Carrollton Trojans. Jack Simpson there, Xander, does not like what he saw defensively. He doesn't like the fact, too, that Noster has expanded this lead to an 8-point lead here, 20-12. He doesn't want this thing getting out of hand going into halftime.
Of course, Mr. Corin. It looks like Anthony Lopez likes that little right-hand floater. He usually did it, and he tried to do it. God, 3 times tonight, and he did it many times back last Friday.
Yeah, Lopez very, very comfortable coming through that lane and going straight to the rack. We just saw that too. You can tell that Coach Baker is an attacking coach. He wants them to attack the basket. Lane Elwell attacking there as he saw one-on-one to the basket. He immediately came in there. We see Iverson Sarome attacking. We see Lopez attacking that baseline, attacking through the top there as well. It's no question that he's wanting them to go towards the hoop to get a good quality shot or a nice kick out for the 3 where somebody is spotted up, has time to get their feet set and make that 3-pointer as well. Trojans set up here to throw the ball in. Metz to bring it up for them. Nobody meeting him at half court. Noster drops into that 2-3 defense. I tell you, Xander, they're going to have to respect Metz and a couple of these other shooters out here like Harris and Fitzpatrick if they go into this zone. And you can see that Iverson Sarome has really extended the top of that zone out. Lopez read that one perfectly. Beautiful pass on the run straight to Iverson Sarome. Sarome lays it up over the rim. Double-digit lead now for the Noster Panthers, 22-12.
And again, another steal from Lopez. That's number 2 on the night.
At the top of that 2-3 is Tim Williams and Iverson Sarome. That would probably normally be Lopez, but Lopez taking that bottom position down there, read that passing lane very beautifully, comes in there, gets that steal. Nice offensive rebound there by the Trojans. They cut into that lead. It's now 8. Jackson with a nice fake on the outside. Beautiful work by him underneath there. Jason Jackson gives it back to a 10-point lead. 3 minutes to go here in the half.
Even with 2 people surrounding him, he still was able to lay it off the glass for the finish.
It all started with that fake pass out. They thought that he was going to go ahead and give that one up. He got that fake pass out. It was just enough to take the defense out of their position and then was able to lay it in. On the other end for the Trojans, Luke Davis putting it in for them off of his offensive rebound. Nice pass from Iverson Sarome over to Jackson. Jackson gets his own rebound. Now Lopez for 3. And it's good. Best time to shoot a 3-pointer, Xander, after those offensive rebounds. Lopez recognized that it was basically a free opportunity, an open space for him. Lights up the 3, extends the lead to 11, 27-16.
Another 3 from Lopez. That's, I think, his 3rd one tonight.
Lopez on the offside rebound, bringing it up the floor. No numbers for him, but he takes it right through the middle of 3 defenders. Let's see who this foul's going to go on. Foul's going to go on Metz. It's going to be his 2nd. And it looks like it's going to be the team 6. So for the last 2:05, any common foul, Noster going to go to the line in the bonus here. Noster, a good free throw shooting team. Got a lot of pure shooters out there on the floor. Lopez, one of those. He sinks the first, extends this lead to 12, 28-16.
Number 5, Bryce Iserer is coming in for number 24, Houston Varner.
And Elwell steps right back in for Tim Williams. Elwell taking the top of that as he comes in Once again, coming back, his first game here after that sprained ankle, was in a boot for the longest time, just trying to protect that and get himself back to 100%. Looks pretty good tonight. There's Metz's range. Jason Jackson with a nice rebound as he cleans the board. Lopez up to Lane Elwell. Elwell comes up, looks like he's going to be shooting 2. Foul's going to go on Bryce Iseru. Once again, you see that attacking mindset as a good feed up from Lopez, and Lane Elwell just on that transition took it straight to the basket, finds himself at the free throw line shooting 2.
Elwell always trying to find a seam through that defense, and has been. He just couldn't be able to finish through these few layups that he's had.
Tim Williams up at the table ready to check back in. We'll see who he's going to come in. Probably going to give Wyatt Schreiner a little bit of a break. And he's actually going to give Elwell a little bit of a break. Coach wanting to take care of him this last minute and 43, make sure that he doesn't hurt that ankle again. Williams back at the top of that 2-3 zone. Technical foul called on Tim Williams as he came into the game. Metz is their best shooter, so he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He'll have 2 and the ball here on the sideline. And coming into the game for Tim Williams is going to be Lucas Martin. First opportunity we get to see of Martin tonight. Martin, with Lane Elwell out, was able to get a lot of playing time, proved himself out there during those games, Xander. When we had him here at home, he did a lot of great things for the Noster Panthers, and we finally get to see him coming out there. Minute and 37 seconds left here in the half. Once again, throw-in coming there after the technical foul on the sideline, up at the top there with Metz. Metz able to capitalize on that technical foul. Good feed over into the short corner to Luke Davis. That feed from Cade Harris. Harris just with a little touch pass there, quickly over into Davis's hands. I think they came over and talked about that. I thought that was wide open the last time. They didn't feed it in there. They settled for a shot from the baseline. But Davis in that short corner is open, and there shows that he is able to make a move, knock it down, and now he's at the free throw line.
Again, Michael, as you said, first time we get to see a Martin tonight, as Lucas Martin gets that rebound there, and he was knocking down threes as his warm-up after halftime last Friday.
Nice move there by Anthony Lopez. Even better at the end as he splits through the defense. A little bit of a circus move. He lays it in. Noster up 33-19. Just over a minute left here in the half. Fed into that short corner again. Touch pass from Harris. Martin there. No quick hands, but quick feet as he kicks it out of bounds. Is going to go right back over to the Trojans. And Trayton Bennett to check in for them. And then Caleb Mitchell coming back in. Going to give Wyatt Schreiner. I believe that's Schreiner's first break of the game. So he's going to sit down. Mitchell's coming in. Got a little bit of height there with Mitchell and Jackson on that baseline. Lures Lopez with those quick hands as he gets it in there. Jackson comes in, cleans that board very well. That's a couple of rebounds for him. Lopez quickly up the floor, giving off to Martin. Now lob back to Lopez. Through Jackson at the top. Jason Jackson now attacking. Iverson Jerome over there on the sideline. Now Lopez for 3. For the Trojans, he's taken that high post position. He's got a couple of quick just touch passes down into that short corner to be able to give Davis a couple. We saw just a quick entry pass to him and then a quick pass over to the outside, an inside-out game from him. He looks like a good floor general, even from the inside of that paint. As a big, it's nice to have that smartness out there for him to be able to get those quick passes. But the story here for that second quarter is the offense of Noster and what they were able to do. Noster Panthers able to extend this lead at the half, 33-19 and they've got to feel comfortable with what they were able to do in that first half. They're setting pretty here. Everything's going to erase off of there. We know that Davis has 4 fouls. We know that Metz has 4 fouls. 2 of their top players in slightly foul trouble, not really a whole lot, but they definitely don't want to come out here in the third and pick up that 3rd foul really quickly. Little fundraiser here for our cheerleaders, a 50-50 drawing on the duck toss, trying to get as close to that middle as possible. Looks like they're going to have a couple of decisions to make on which one is the best. Some late ducks coming in there, but it looks like they've got a winner, one right on the line, just measuring it out to kind of see which one is closer. Looks like they've got their winner out there. Xander, we talked about the Noster Panthers and just the comfort level that they have at home. Our Lady Panthers, as you stated earlier, I believe you said, are 5-0 at home. They've put themselves into a great position by taking care of their home court to be able to go out and possibly win the conference, or at least give themselves a chance to win the conference. Splitting that with Holden, we know losing the one away to them, and then taking care of them here in a very close matchup at home. I think you were on the call on that one, you and Mr. Brizendine. So Noster here once again. Another home one. The boys are 1-0 at home. We were on that call as well. But here, very comfortable lead going into half, 33-19. What do you think about this second half for the Noster Panthers? What do they have to do to continue this? And how can they even kind of extend upon this and do even better in that second half?
I think that they should keep doing very well on defense and offense, with Caleb Mitchell always coming in that paint, with Luke Davis on the Carrollton defense. Both have height in them, and of course Mitchell always with that hook layup that he always likes to do, as we've seen from last Friday. And Luke Martin coming in from at the end of that, because Tim Williams had to come out, I think would be a great asset, because as you remember from last Friday, he was knocking down threes for his warm-up in the middle of halftime.
Yeah, and we see a lot of points coming off of transition here by the Noster Panthers. So Noster needs to keep that quick transition. They're getting down the floor before the Trojan defense is getting set. I'm sure that Coach Simpson is in there talking about that transition defense, getting back on defense, getting in front of them to be able to stop them. Got a couple more character students that are coming out here as well. We did a little bit beforehand, and I believe that our business department is going to be able to put that out there as well. But we've got a lot more students here coming out to be recognized as character kids, and compassion and empathy are the 2 character words that they are being recognized for. Once again, that will be posted on YouTube, so you'll be able to go and watch that one as well and see these young men and young women, our character kids that rock here at Noster, recognized for empathy and compassion here for these 2 months. While we have some time here at halftime as well, we'd like to take an opportunity once again to thank our yearbook sponsors: Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning, B&G Scoops, Ready Set Grow Daycare, Dutch Country Markets, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us, Sonic, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, Ace Hardware, Subway, Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco's, Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Snobs, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, The Little Clubhouse, and Brooks Florist and Decor. Xander, it's always great to have these sponsors to be able to provide this and allow us to be able to come up here. They gave in a very difficult time to be able to push out a very difficult yearbook, but that yearbook came back. It was great and a good memory for kids that possibly weren't able to have the last part of their senior year, and for students coming into high school or coming into middle school, and just something to have a memory of that year where they didn't have a full year there at school.
Of course, Michael, and always to have a yearbook, always to have those school memories from way back when, and of course, always the sponsors are a great help to the school and this district.
Noster comes out of the locker room. They're going to come down and shoot on their end of the floor here, get a little bit of practice in, about 6.5 here before we start that second half. Just want to remind everybody to tune in tomorrow for the first ever Noster Lady Panther Invitational. Action will begin at 10 a.m. from the Noster High School. We're going to be broadcasting that here on our YouTube channel and being able to push that out. Xander, exciting to be able to have this first ever Noster Invitational here for our lady wrestlers. We got multiple teams coming in. It's going to be a great day of action here. Everybody can check that out right there on YouTube, be able to follow along, watch Noster, watch the other teams, be able to see these young ladies compete. And hopefully there'll be able to be a lot more spots that are filled, so they'll be able to come out there, be able to get some good wrestling time before going into districts and getting themselves prepared for a state wrestling tournament. Just some other results from this week and just a little bit of other news. The Panthers fell on the road to Warrensburg on Wednesday, while the Lady Panthers picked up a pair of conference wins, defeating Holden on Monday and Carrollton on Thursday. Both of those here, Xander, and extended that home winning streak to 5-0. Last night we were on the call here, you were on the camera, but the Lady Panthers came out there, had a pretty big lead, and then the Trojans came and they cut it within 2 there, just under 2 minutes, I believe. And then we saw Yates over in the corner shoot a big 3 to extend it to 5, and Noster never looked back after that. Just an exciting game to be able to come in here and watch. The Lady Panthers come out with a win, extend their winning streak here at home to 5-0. Both teams will be playing at the Quarry City Classic next week at the Crest Ridge High School. So a little bit of tournament play for them next week. We know that first tournament there at Warsaw had a little bit of COVID issue, more on the boys' side than on the girls' side. A couple of games that were canceled out of that. Hopefully we won't be able to see that, and they'll be able to play through that tournament there at Crest Ridge. Great venue, great opportunity. I know the folks there at Crest Ridge and the Cougars, they will take care of all teams coming in there and make it a great tournament for them. Excited to see our guys be able to compete in that tournament next week, as well as our Lady Panthers going down the road, just down the road, close for us to play there in the Quarry City tournament at Crest Ridge. A little under 3.5 here to go in this half. Both teams out on the floor there, getting themselves warmed up. You can see Metz firing away down here on this end, shooting those threes, as well as Harris stepping himself out there. Harris got some range, but I tell you what, I like seeing him at that high post with that entry pass. Just a smart player. He knows when to kick it out. He knows when to take it to the hoop. He's got just a good head on his shoulders to be able to help out that offense of the Carrollton Trojans, but showing his range there in warm-up, the junior from Carrollton, Harris. Fitzpatrick out there shooting those threes as well as Bryce Eiserer. Those guys getting ready, possibly hoping that Noster will come out into that 2-3 zone. they really didn't give up any threes in that 2-3, Xander. I mean, they extended that very well. Lopez coming out of that block area, and basically both of those blocks extending out, getting a good closeout to keep those shooters from being able to put up a clean shot. I would feel comfortable going back to that 2-3 zone, and I bet Baker's thinking the same thing. If he has to pull that out, he has the opportunity. He also knows that he can match up here man-to-man with him because they did that for a while too. But that 2-3 kind of gave them a little bit of fits as long as Davis wasn't able to catch that ball in that short corner. Once the big was able to get that ball in the short corner, we had a little bit of issues keeping him from being able to pound it, ground and pound and get it in there, and then keeping him off those offensive boards as well.
And of course, through that zone, of course, I think Anthony Lopez got those 2 steals off passes, and those led to quick 2 easy points.
Noster rebounded very well out of that zone as well, with Jason Jackson picking up quite a few of those. We know that when Schreiner was in there on the opposite side, he was able to get some of those. Lopez as well. So those guys were being able to clean it up. And then Martin, when he came in off of the bench, Xander, he immediately made his presence known, got a defensive rebound, and then cleaned up a couple more of those defensive rebounds to limit the shooting of the Trojans. Under a minute here in this half, we're getting ready to start our second half. Once again, Noster leads 33-19 going into this half. And Noster is going to get the ball here to start this half.
Let's see what the Noster Panther offense can do after that very good first half.
Iverson Sharon brings it up over to Mitchell into the hands of Schreiner. Through Lopez over to Sharon. Mitchell with that curl. Little dribble drive there from Iverson Sharon. Lopez taking it straight to the hoop. That time switching hands, going with his left, showing that he's a little bit ambidextrous and able to finish with his right hand or his left hand. Gives Noster a 35-19 lead. Nice double team there by Wyatt Schreiner. And then the switch, quick switch there by Lane Elwell. Great defense, great communication between him and Schreiner. But there's Harris posting up on Schreiner, taking it in on him. Lopez now clearing everybody out as we got a little man-to-man full court pressure by the Trojans.
Of course, because why wouldn't you after this big lead by the Noster offense?
Yeah, I got to pull out kind of all the stops there. Mitchell kicking it out to Sarome. Sarome now back out to Elwell. Lopez now looking to drive in. Probably should have kept it in his right hand there and kept it on the right side. Instead, he tries to take it in. He may have been trying to draw the foul from Davis, but he could have finished the layup on the right-hand side. He had a wide open lane there. Unlucky for him, but Lopez isn't going to make many mistakes like that.
Of course, because it looks like from the past 2 home games, he's a very smart player, very athletic, and very
Sarome there with
quick hands.
Sarome there with a little bit of a bump. I think he got away with it. Simpson wanting that foul, but the Trojans able to complete that play was Metz anyway on that layup. He cuts the lead back down to 12. Schreiner over on the baseline. Sarome up at the top. Through Mitchell, now to Lopez. Lopez with a nice feed into Elwell. Elwell, though, turned around and saw Davis was guarding him defensively. Schreiner there splits the D, takes it to the right-hand side. That's where Lopez should have taken it the last time. Schreiner going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Which is smart because you don't want to kick it back out there for 3, and of course you have a less chance of scoring a 3 than scoring a 2. And going to the free throw line, you get a little bit less stress off your shoulders.
Yeah, and Schreiner, a very good free throw shooter. Once again, the whole team just good shooters out there. Schreiner finishes the first, extends the lead to 13, 36-23. Schreiner on that drive, he had Harris on his hip. Once he knew that Harris kind of was on his hip, he knew he could continue on. Davis did not come over to foul. He kept it on that right-hand side. Misses his second. Score's going to remain at a 13-point lead for the Panthers. Iverson Sharon extends that defense all the way through. Now going to get called for the reaching foul. on Metz. Only Iverson's second foul, and as you think about how much he's disrupted their offense with those quick hands, to only be at 2 fouls, he's done a great job here tonight. 5:35 left here in the third. He does pick up that second. Doesn't want to quickly pick up that third, but a smart player out there. Hopefully he'll be able to keep himself defensively where he needs to. There he is with those quick hands again. Now he's on the floor. Lopez jumps it as fast as he can. Sharome's defense honestly just caused that turnover there. As Metz rolled over, Noster going to get the ball back on the sideline.
Smart for Everson Trumps. Very close defense, and of course, he was turning, and that caused the travel.
Jason Jackson back in for the Noster Panthers. Had a great first half, especially rebounding the ball. Gave a couple of really good fakes, and that's not good there. That's exactly what we didn't want. We didn't want Iverson to pick up that quick third one. Drives into the lane, a little bit of extra push on that one. He's going to get pulled out here, given a little bit of a rest, and Martin's going to come in for him. With Martin coming in, Lopez is going to step up, take some defensive responsibilities on Metz. Nice switch off there by Lopez to be able to do that. Tall order there for Jason Jackson defensively as he guards Davis. Davis unable to complete it, got his own rebound. Trojans still on offense with Metz now at the top of the key. Nice quick hands there by Lopez. Schreiner trying to feed it up to him. Now back over to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick for three, and he's going to bury one for the Trojans.
Knocks it down to a 10-point lead, Michael.
You're exactly right, Xander. That cuts it to a 10-point lead. Lopez looking for his own three. Rebound there by Jason Jackson. Behind the back pass to Elwell. Now Elwell back up to Schreiner. Schreiner through Martin. Martin over to Jackson. Jason Jackson on the drive. A lot of contact, but no call. And Metz trying to take it up the floor. Elwell up to Jackson as Jackson was cherry picking on the other end. He lays it in for two, extends the lead to 12. Nice job there by Jason Jackson, and a great pass there by Lane Elwell, being able to look up the floor and see that after he got that defensive rebound. Turnover by the Trojans on the errant pass, going to go right back to the Panthers. And Trayton Bennett going to check in for them. Going to give Metz a little bit of a breather. He's played most of this game. Does have 2 fouls. He doesn't look happy to be being taken out, but probably a good idea just to give him a little bit of a breather and then get him right back in there. Nice pump fake right there by Lane Elwell to get Davis up in the air. Actually, both defenders up in the air. Basket's going to count, and that foul is going to go on Davis. He picks up his third here with 3:31, and a traditional three-point opportunity here for Elwell as he finds himself at the line as a great shooter.
Of course. Elwell, I think, excited that he got his first few points of the game, and it looks like the fans are also excited for Lane Elwell to get his first few points in a long time.
Yeah, Elwell from the line, just pure there, shooting those free throws. He extends the lead 41-26 for the Panthers. Coach Baker's down there as I see his board, his corny board down there, talking about the fact of that 2-3 defense. He's looking for them to extend that just a little bit, talking about their defense, kind of hitting right now on his offense, hoping that those transition points will continue to come. Once again, Noster just coming out, doing a very good job here offensively in this quarter. He wants to see that defense kind of pick up as they've put 7 points up on the board here in this quarter.
As of when Lane Elwell scored, I think that crowd over on the right side got, I think, a little bit 10 times louder.
There's Fitzpatrick coming off of his three, takes another one. Nice layoff there by number 5, Bryce Eiserer. Quick transition down the floor, though, by Wyatt Schreiner, and the block's going to be called against Fitzpatrick. Wyatt taking that one all the way to the hoop. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2 as well. Second foul there by Gage Fitzpatrick, 3rd team foul. Schreiner just as comfortable from that line as most of the other Panthers. Knocks down his first, 42-26. Caleb Mitchell at the table to check in for the Panthers. Schreiner missing that second. There we see the hustle out of Martin as he tries to break it loose out of Davis, but he gets it over to Metz. Metz brings it up the floor now. Beautiful pass there from Bennett at the top of that elbow. I tell you what, whether Bennett's there or whether Harris is there, both of those guys see the floor very well, and they're looking in there for Davis to be able to do that. Davis just kind of mishandled it a little bit, unable to convert. There's Harris at the top, and Fitzpatrick over in his spot that he hit his other three. Metz now going to have a foul called against Anthony Lopez. Foul's going to be on the floor, though. Another baseline out of bounds here. And a lob possibly coming to Davis. That's exactly what they did. Just kind of screened up there with Fitzpatrick. Davis standing back there behind there. I remember the Barnes kids doing that over in Northwest back when I was coaching. A very difficult play to guard. There's Caleb Mitchell taking it straight at Davis. Going in there, laying it off the glass. Just a great job by him. Davis does not foul, but we extend this lead to 18, 44-26. Noster has just come out, hitting on all cylinders offensively here. Caleb Mitchell taking that straight to it. Transition points are key. They were a key in that second quarter. They've been a key in this third quarter to extend this lead up to 18.
And of course, Caleb Mitchell with again that hook layup that he always likes to do, as of last Friday and tonight, with his another layup for him.
Little patented shot there by Mitchell, as you talked about. Quick timeout there by Jack Simpson after that layup. And he's wanting to kind of settle his team down defensively and get them into an offensive set. Harris stepping out here as a guard, and Bennett on that interior. There's Bennett. Bennett with just another nice pass, but broken up with some quick hands there by Jason Jackson. That high-low is there. They know it's there. They're looking for it. Thought Bennett was open there on the inbounds, but they kick it out to Metz. Metz shoots the three and makes it for the Trojans. Cuts the lead down to 15. Pressure defense there by Metz on Lopez. Lopez felt like he had to jump back in. Little miscommunication. Ball goes out of bounds. Probably one of the better defensive sets that we have seen out of the Trojans right there. Coach a little bit more closely guarding, it looks like, on Lopez as he's yelling out, no catch, no catch. Kind of making sure that Lopez does not get that ball back. There's Lopez ahead up to Elwell. Metz on the block. Elwell hesitated a little bit, probably should have just put his head down and driven right to the basket. Wanted to draw some contact. Unable to finish there. Nice defense by Metz. Metz for three from the top of the key. Harris on the offensive rebound. Over to Fitzpatrick. Back to Metz. Best time to shoot that three. Metz knows it. He knocks it down. And the lead gets cut down to 12. Little 6-0 run here by the Trojans. And Jackson going to turn it over as he walked into Davis. Kind of ran into that brick wall there, Xander. Lane Elwell gets a little bit of a breather as he sets down. Beautiful pass there as Davis sealed Schreiner underneath. They just lobbed it over the top. Took advantage of his height on Schreiner as he posts him up. Foul's going to go against Schreiner. Davis on the free throw line shooting 2 for the Trojans.
That is also Schreiner's first foul.
Luke Davis not as comfortable from the free throw line. 0-3 there from the line. Looking to shoot his 4th here of the game. Short on that one as well. Mitchell on the rebound. Lopez closely guarded there by Metz. Fouled on the pass, so it's going to be a baseline out of bounds for the Noster Panthers. Flat set 4 across here for the Noster Panthers. Screen's going to be coming from the outside, possibly in for the inbounder Martin as well. Trying to free up Lopez. Lopez over there in the corner, has the 3. Schreiner there battling for the free throw. Davis just too much height, too much to deal with as he pulls down the defensive rebound. Through Fitzpatrick into Bennett. Nice look there from Bennett. I think that shot's been there a couple of times. Bennett this time doesn't go with the high-low, turns around and shoots that 15-foot jumper from the elbow. Tied up, alternating possession goes back to the Trojans. No lob this time. Martin smartly comes down there to cover Davis. Metz for 3. Metz has got the range, Xander. He's cut into this lead. He's knocked it down to 9.
He scored 3 threes in a row.
It is a 9-0 run for the Trojans. We saw this a little bit last night with the ladies as they had a very comfortable lead. Then they were able to cut into it. Noster putting up 3s. Lopez does beat the clock, but he's unable to convert the 3-point play. Simpson happy with his team, happy with the comeback that they put together. Xander, they were down 18 at one time. They cut this thing down to 9 here going into the 4th quarter. Once again, just what we saw last night. We saw them kind of claw back and fight back. Noster needs to pick it up on the defensive end, extend it out, make sure they're getting a hand in the face. And then on the offensive end, stop settling for those 3s. Get those transition layups, be able to go back to their attacking offense. And if they don't have it, then kick it out and look for those 3s. Or if they rip down that offensive rebound, kick it out, finish that 3-point play, get back on defense, let your defense lead to offense, and finish this game out.
Let's see what the Panthers can do through this 4th quarter. And let's see if our defense can stop number 44, Luke Davis, who's been a monster inside that paint tonight.
One more quarter of play here in regulation. We know what the Trojans are going to do when they get out there. They're going to try to go to that high-low and feed Davis as much as possible. We know that Coach Baker was in his huddle talking about the fact that they've got to double that. They've got to make sure that they take care of Davis, keep the ball out of his hands, make them shoot that 15-footer, make them take something that's a little bit less of a make percentage than Davis right down there laying one in off the glass.
Look who's back in. Iverson
Sharon back in, just a spark offensively. You see the crossover there. Blocked by Davis, though, on his layup attempt. Beautiful crossover at the top. Now Noster's got to step it up defensively. Metz takes it right to the rim. Cuts the lead down to 7. Up ahead to Jackson. Jackson going to get trapped over there in the corner. He does. He lays it off to Schreiner. Schreiner had a cutting Mitchell coming in from the baseline, but did not see it until he was tied up, and the ball is going to go back over to the Trojans. Coach Baker calling for his defense to get some stops. Get some stops. They kind of switch back over to that man-to-man D to hopefully get some stops. There's an and one as Mitchell bit on the fake shot there from Davis. Davis finishes it, cuts the lead to 5, goes to the free throw line. He could cut this to 4. It was 18 and could be cut to 4. Right now it's cut to 5. 13-0 run here by the Trojans to finish that third quarter and to start this fourth one. Davis unable to convert. Lopez ahead to Iverson Jerome off of Lopez's rebound. Schreiner now back to Jerome. Lobbed over the top to Lopez. Lopez on the screen. Now Lane Elwell at the top. Through Jackson, swung over to Schreiner. Nice curl there by Iverson Jerome. He's going to get the foul called on Davis. Did a great job of curling from the top. No dribble there, just takes it immediately to the rack. Davis was behind him, swats through him. That's going to be Davis's 4th foul, and he may have to sit for a little bit here. We have 6:39 left in this game, but he is a key to their offense right now, both teams with 5 team fouls. Jerome as comfortable as he can be, Xander, on that free throw line, makes the first.
Of course, he's always in that mind focus, just trying to knock down the free throw.
Ends up missing the second. Davis with the rebound. Mets with the ball for the Trojans. Fed into Davis. Davis now looking to go to work underneath. Rebound there by Iserer. Back out to Mets. Long 3. And it's good. The lead is cut to 3 on that 3 from Mets. 45-42. Noster kind of stuck here as Elwell put in that free throw. Nice job there by Jackson. No call. A lot of contact, but no call there on Jason Jackson. That was a great layoff there by Schreiner. Jackson put the ball on the floor. He should have just gone straight in and taken that up. Now we're going to have 2 more free throws coming. Foul's going to go against Iverson Jerome. That's going to be his 3rd or 4th foul. 4th foul on Jerome. Next one's going to be a 1-and-1 for the Trojans as well. Lead is 3, and they've got a great shooter on the free throw line.
And as he makes that, it's down to 2.
Mets finishes the first. Iverson Jerome going to stay out there on the floor with 5:54 left with his 4 fouls. Davis also out there for the Trojans with his 4 fouls. And Xander, just like that, the lead is cut to 1. This is basically a 18-1 run here for the Carrollton Trojans. Our 1 point coming from Lane Elwell. Lopez doesn't like the fact that they cut it to 1. Drives in, lays it up, 47-44. Nice job by him on penetrating through that defense. Quick hands by him as he's going to take it in for another layup on that end. Gets the foul called. He's going to be shooting 2 from the free throw line.
I think a little bit of hesitant with Anthony Lopez there, as he could have just made it easily for him, but he tried to stop, look where the other person was. It should have just kept going for the
Coach Baker looking for an intentional foul there. Unable to get it. It was a hard foul. He was going for the ball. Lopez is on the line shooting 2. Makes the first, extends the lead to 4. He's got the Panthers' last 4 points. Now he has the Panthers' last 4 points. I just knew he was going to be able to knock down that free throw. He extends the lead to 5, 49-44.
On the night, the Panthers have only missed 2 free throws on the night.
Jason Jackson reaches around Davis, going to put him on the free throw line Honestly, not a bad foul, as he would have had more trouble if Davis would have turned to be able to shoot that than Davis on the free throw line. Davis, I believe, is 0 for 5 on the free throw line tonight. Sets up for his 6th. That's Jackson's 2nd foul, 7th foul. Misses the first. Good foul there by Jackson. Schreiner on the rebound. Up ahead quick to Lane Elwell. Big time crossover. Crowd like that. Xander like that. Off the hands of Jason Jackson. Out of bounds to the Trojans. Baker over here on the sideline trying to get his defense set and get them to get some stops. Cut on the inside there by Davis. They're looking into him. Nice defense there by Jason Jackson. Bennett comes in, drives in. Nice defense by Schreiner, but Bennett able to finish, cuts the lead to 3 on that shot for the Trojans. Noster leads 49-46. Lopez penetrates through, gets deep into that defense, unable to convert the layup. Metz brings it up to 4 for the Trojans. They're down 3. Nice call there by the official as Bennett had the moving screen for Metz to look for that three-pointer. 7th team foul. Should have somebody shooting. Actually, we're not going to because it was an offensive foul. Player control foul, so nobody shoots on that 1-and-1, but Noster is in the bonus on every common foul. Iverson Cerrone brings it up to floor. Schreiner now attacks. Elwell takes it down, stripped by Harris for the Trojans. Noster leads by 3. Bennett with that same screen. Iverson Cerrone going to foul out of the game on that one. Looked like pretty good defense, but he is going to foul out. Actually, it looks like somehow they called that against Lane Elwell. So just his first, Cerrone luckily out of that one. Metz knocks down the first. Must have gotten Elwell on a reach-in before Cerrone's defense. Leads cut to 2. Now down to 1 with the free throws from Metz. Mitchell steps in for Jason Jackson. Noster lead is 1, 49-48. We've got 3:46 left here in the game. Schreiner to throw it in. Gets it into Cerrone. Cerrone looking for everybody to clear out in this man-to-man pressure. Mitchell to Elwell, now to Lopez. Back to Schreiner. Schreiner looking to attack. Up and under. Davis didn't bite on the fake shot. Stays straight up, gets the rebound. Chance to take the lead here. But Caleb Mitchell gets his hands in there defensively. Nice job by him to keep it out of the hands of Davis. Davis tried to seal him behind. Mitchell just too much length, able to get it on there, get it down here for Noster to be able to take over on offense.
Of course, great hands on both sides of the ball on this Noster team. And with another block and steal from there.
Like to see that curl play, but Iverson Cerrone takes it straight to the rack. Right at the defense there of the Trojans. Davis underneath the basket. Iverson with a little floater extends the lead back to 3. 51-48, 2:47 left here in the game. Timeout called, full timeout here. Both teams probably talking about the exact same thing, and that is Davis. Defensively, Noster needs to keep it out of their hands. Offensively, the Trojans are trying to get it into his hands so that he can get down there deep, be able to lay it off that backboard, and cut into this lead as they have here in this fourth quarter.
May or may not have finished.
Third and fourth quarter, the Trojans have come out firing Xander. They've cut this lead down to 3. It was 18 at one point in the third, and now down to 3, 51-48. They've cut that lead all the way to 1. Noster not relinquishing that lead at any point here, aside from that first quarter. But very close matchup here. Very good game. Just what we like to see out of the MRVC. Always a battle every single night. Noster comes out here. 2:47 left in this one. We need them to close this one out and finish it. Carrollton to throw it in from their end of the floor. Noster set up defensively, going man-to-man. We see Lopez taking over guarding responsibility of Metz. Big screen up top there by Davis. Davis now trying to post up on Mitchell. Mitchell not giving way. Davis kicking it back out. Mitchell doing a great job defensively there on the much taller, much larger Davis. Bennett trying to get inside there, inside position on Iverson Cerrone. Metz takes it through. Offensive rebound by Davis. He's going to cut it back to 1. Cerrone brings it up the floor. Nice crossover out to Schreiner. Back over to Cerrone. Cerrone attacking. Mitchell at the top, unable to convert. Loses it off of his leg as Schreiner, but Elwell quickly snatches it right back up again. There's Schreiner attacking right there. Nice job by him. He drives baseline, takes it right to the chest of Davis. Davis stays straight up. Could have been called, but Schreiner finishes the play, extends the lead back to 3. Now a timeout called by Simpson. He's going to call a full timeout. Minute and 36. He's going to draw something up here, Xander. Offensively, he wants to see something out of his Trojans here to maybe get over that hump of just getting into that 1-point lead. But I tell you what, it's worked for him so far. Getting it into Davis, I would not change and go for any type of 3 unless Davis gets double teamed down there and kicks it out.
Of course, because it looks like Davis looks like he's like 7'1" up there because of his height. And of course, he's knocking him in there by the 3 just like Mitchell last Friday, just banging him off the glass.
Noster needs to stay on their offense, just that attacking offense, not settling for the 3, not being nervous about going in there with a shot blocker Davis, as we just saw from Wyatt Schreiner as he took the ball straight into Davis. The previous play before that, Iverson Cerrone taking it straight to the chest of Davis, trying to get that 5th foul and get him out of the game. Minute and 36 left here. Cerrone going to step back up and guard Metz. Nice job by him as he read the lob over the top. Great finish by him. He extends the lead to 5. That's a smart player right there, Xander, because he knew that they were going to try to lob it over the top defensively. He just cut around the backside of Metz and took that one out of there. Also got a little bit of touch on that one to Fitzwater. Lopez with the rebound back into the hands of Cerrone.
Of course, because Iverson Cerrone, he has a great vertical jump as he was jumping up with number 3, Cedar Metz, and he caught that from behind.
Davis comes out, strips it from Mitchell. Timeout going to be called by Simpson. 5-point lead. We're under a minute. It's just a 2-possession ball game. And we're looking for Noster to finish this thing out. 55-50, Noster with that 5-point lead. Once again, I just go back to the inbounds play defense of Iverson Cerrone. What a brilliant player to be able to realize that they were going to try to lob over the top. He doesn't stay in front of his man. Instead, takes the risk, goes back behind, almost blocks him to keep it so that he's the only one that is able to get that pass, takes it into the hoop, goes one-on-one, lays it in, extends this lead up to 5. Beautiful job by him. Very smart play. Both teams in the bonus here as we get into this last 53 seconds. And the Trojans to throw it in from that sideline. Not going to mess with Metz this time. getting it into Davis. Davis back to Harris. Now he hands off to Metz to keep Cerrone off of him defensively. Screen there by Davis. Slips underneath Iverson Cerrone to be able to stop it, hand in his face. Nice hands there by Iverson. They need to slow things down at this point. Coach trying to keep him under control. Quick foul comes over there from Fitzwater. He's just trying to extend the game, but look who he's putting on the line, Xander. And honestly, as you look out there, who do you foul when you're the Trojans? Because everybody on that Panther team feels comfortable on that free throw line.
Right. Of course, everyone's calm on that free throw line, and it's Fitzpatrick, not Fitzwater.
Fitzpatrick is exactly what it is. We've got a Fitzwater. Lopez knocks down the first, extends the lead to 6. Still just a 2-possession ball game though, 56-50 with just under 30 seconds left here in the game. This one could extend it to a 3-possession game. Beautiful job there by Lopez. 2 critical clutch free throws. Timeout comes again. He extends it 57-50. It's now a 3-possession ball game with under 30 seconds to play. You know Coach Simpson is down there and he's telling his team, we don't have to shoot the 3, but we have to score quickly. Noster defensively, Coach is telling them, listen, you've got to step up, you've got to watch that transition. They're going to try to get up there and shoot very quickly. We don't need a foul because we don't need them scoring with the clock stop, but we need good defense, we need good hands in their face, and limit them to 1 shot offensively. Ensure that you get that defensive rebound and then just take care of the ball. Finish it on the free throw line and we'll be able to walk away with our second 2-0 home win here in Noster.
Of course, and what I've been seeing through these past home games with the girls and boys basketball teams have been all over 30 and 40 points. With this one now at 57-50 for the home team.
Smartly, Iverson Cerrone up in front of that half-court line. He doesn't want them rolling that ball in and not taking any time off the clock. We see Lopez kind of extending it up. Now Metz gets the ball in. His coach trying to get him to get the ball up the floor a little bit quicker. Nice closeout, nice trap there. Bennett for 3. Wyatt Schreiner collects it. Iverson Cerrone now back into the hands of Lopez, and a quick foul back on Lopez. Lopez coming off of 2 clutch free throws. He's going to find himself back at the line here. Xander, if he's able to put these 2 in, he's going to still keep this at a 3-possession ball game, but he's going to seal the deal here being able to put these in. Just 11.6 left in this game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he knocks these 2 down, and I'm pretty sure he will because he's very calm at that line. And I think they can close this down with 11.6 left to go in this fourth.
Sub in Jason Jackson for Lane Elwell. Very smart by Baker. He doesn't want to see Lane get hurt in the last 11.6 in a game that he's already got wrapped up. Metz here shooting a 3. Cerrone still there defensively. And Wyatt Schreiner with a nice rebound there to close it out. He finishes the game for Noster. And that's how we're going to end, Xander. Great job there by the Panthers. They never really got nervous there. They just wanted to come down there and take care of it. Yeah, they went into a slump. Obviously, basketball is a game of runs, and Carrollton went on a huge run there at the end of the 3rd and beginning of the 4th to be able to cut this thing down. An 18-1 run to be exact, but Noster just calm under pressure, knowing that they're at home, knowing that they need to protect this house. They're going to come away now. They're 2-0 here at home. They finish this one out 58-50.
Right, Michael. As of today, that is between both the girls and the boys. That is 7-0 at home, and they have been really explosive here at home through these past 7 games at home.
Amazing job by the Panthers. We want to close out thanking our sponsors, Hometown Heating and Air Conditioning, B&G Scoops, Ready Set Grow Daycare, Dutch Country Markets, Little Caesars, Eggs R Us, Sonic, Rockin' Sports Entertainment, Ace Hardware, Subway, Knob Noster Physical Therapy, Tequila Jalisco's, Remax, Complete Chiropractic, McDonald's, Coffee Snobs, Trails Regional Library, SC Fuel, The Little Clubhouse, and Brooks Florist and Decor. Xander, great calling with you tonight. Great to have Zachariah Shire back on the camera here, coming back tonight. We were at full strength. They needed everything that we could give. They needed everything that the fans could give as the Trojans cut this thing down to 1, made it a game there at the end, but Knob Noster just too much for them on their home floor. They cut it out 58-50. Xander, I'll let you take us home. Give us your final thoughts here on what the Panthers were able to do tonight.
Of course, Coach Baker, with a very good defensive strategy through this entire game, and of course it worked throughout most of the game until that final run for Carrollton with that 18-1 run, knocking it down to 1 point, and then finally Coach Baker's Panthers finally got into another rhythm and started coming away with some more points.
I'm Michael Coron. That was Xander Rao and Zachariah Shire on the camera tonight. We're going to sign off here. We'd like to thank Derek Brizendine and his wife for coming out here and making sure that we're able to do this here tonight. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, starting at 10 o'clock, the first annual Knob Noster Lady Wrestling Tournament will be broadcast here on our YouTube channel.
All right, that's it.
Well done. We know the secret.